So with other resources, we'll be looking into the various types of suture material, the sizes of needles and such. But for the most part, we're either going to have nylon. Occasionally we'll have an absorbable like a chromic or a gut. But nylon is going to be our go-to, as the majority of sutures and lacerations that we'll be managing are going to be superficial and simple. And the type of needle is just, less important for us. We will always have round needles. And so that brings us into, in this situation, we will forward back. Beep. And so the needle is contained within. You'll be wearing gloves, but you can see already that this is a section of a circle. So this is maybe 40 degrees, 45 degrees of a, no, that's even more than that. This is a chunk of a circle. Who cares about the specifics of geometry? What we're going to focus on is how the circle that is contained within this needle is going to impact how we drive and move the needle through the opposing edges of a laceration or a wound. So on our little needle Leslie, we're going to grab about 2/3 of the way from the tip. So we've got our tip, the point, the driving end, and the trailing end. So the tail of the suture is going to be on coming from the end. The lead is going to be from the point, and that will come into play when we're working on our instrument ties as well. So if we grasp too high up, we may pinch the connector to the suture and it may fall out. If we grasp too close, we're going to have obviously less ability to move the needle through the wound edges, and also just difficulty potentially blunting the needle. We don't want to do that. We want it to be as sharp as possible to move with as little injury to the surrounding tissue and as little pain or discomfort to the patient. So we will grab about 2/3 of the way. And in this case, you can see I've grabbed fairly perpendicular to the needle. There are cases when I prefer to grab a little bit at an oblique angle, and to do that I can kind of just grab with my pickups the edge of the needle, guide it down to the table, and pick up, reposition at a bit of an angle, lock down, and now you can see it is slightly off to an angle. And for me, that allows a little bit more ease with maneuvering through the wound and having just a more natural angle to my wrist. We'll talk a bit more about the rotation through tissue and the driving of the needle and the use of the pickups in the next section. Thanks so much.